What is up, everyone, and welcome. I'm Rainami Binks, your resident friendly trash panda, here to get into it with my blind playthrough of Doki Literature Club. So hide your drinks, hide your snacks, make sure those trash can lids are secure, or don't, and let's get started. Ooh, I like the music. So happy and upbeat. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, okay. Gotta enter my name. Rainami. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Who's there? Who is it? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Aw, why is that? Is she that bad? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Why make her sound like that? Aw, she's cute. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. What? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Rainami. We are being a little bit mean. Are we kind of a jerk or something? Are we just giving her the business? Like, are we just doing friendly teasing? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Rainami, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? A club? I'm already part of the Go Home Club. Yes, I go home and I sit on my ass and watch anime. Yes. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes, that is exactly what I do when I get home. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Ah, she thinks I'm a NEET, so that's like a shut-in who plays video games and watches anime, right? I mean, I don't think she's too far off here. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! She's so cute. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds like a plan to me. Hello? Sayori? Oh no, that's me. Sayori? Why would she be saying her own name? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. I was just, how long was I sitting there for? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. No way. We're gonna go join the anime club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Okay, bye. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Wait, did you say cupcakes? Cupcakes? Where? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, I did just about anything for a cupcake. Okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Let's see, girl 1. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? There's girl 2. Way to kill the atmosphere. Girl 3. Let's see. Ah, Reinami, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? Nothing. Nothing. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made the cupcakes according to Sayori. Ah, nice. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Full of grumpy energy. She's like a grumpy cat. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. So don't say things like that. Yori, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Do I? That's right. I do? It's great to see you again, Reinami. Yeah, you too. I'm gonna pretend like I know you. Even though I probably do not remember who you are. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, we do know each other. Okay. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Reinami. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yes! Cupcake time. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yori walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yori opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay. Why am I my voice? Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little kids! That's so cute! Oh my gosh. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, I'm so excited. These sound adorable. So cute! My sentiments exactly, Sayori. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? She wants to know if I like it. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, is she gonna say it? Is she gonna say it? Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? She's a tsundere! She's a tsundere! It's not like I made them for you or anything. You totally made them for me. No, you just met me. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yori returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Are we saying that because we don't read? We just read hentai all day. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yori's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yori looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yori faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Sayori dragged me here against my will. I mean, the cupcakes help. Definitely the cupcakes. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. What am I surprised about? How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yori also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. You mean me? Are they all interested in me? We'll see. Maybe. A guy can dream. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. That depends on what you consider literature. Sorry, Nami. What kinds of things do you like to read? I was afraid of this question. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. Hentai. I mean, though, like how different is it really from reading romance novels? Am I right? Right. Come on. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? We'll be discreet. Yes, manga. Manga, right. Oh, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Oh, Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. You like hentai too? Okay. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Change my mind. Change my mind, Yori. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yori's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yori? Well, let's see. Yori traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book. Once. Just once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yori might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. Oh, come on now. Like the most gentle and sweet and quiet girls. Like they love all the true crime stuff, okay? That is right. Where's my true crime girlies? All right. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Why are you looking at me? What are you looking at me for? Hentai buddies. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Aw, you're embarrassing her. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Now we're really embarrassing her. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes. Your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Natsuki is cute. She's like a grumpy cat. Cute little tsundere. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Said in the cutest voice ever. Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yori. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What's that? Natsuki and Yori look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh, no, let's not do that. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. What? No, I don't want to write a poem. Yeah, let's do it. Sayori's the only one that's enthusiastic about this. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Reinami? Don't look at me! Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! You lured me in with your cupcakes. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I was gonna go to the anime club. I lose my train of thought. Oh no, you're putting me on the spot here. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. No, don't give me the puppy dog eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Minami, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh, that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. You got me. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Oh no. That's exactly why I came here. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Oh no. Now I have homework. Do I have homework? Oh no, I gotta write a poem? Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. Reinami, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh yeah, me too. Oh boy, can I please just Can I please just submit this poem as a meme? Yeah, sure. I just bring in a stack full of memes. Okay. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Probably not. Probably not, bro. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yori and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Rinami, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Hey! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yori, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? That depends on what you consider literature. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh boy, I'm doomed. Oh no, what? Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay. Oh, look at the little stickers of the girls. That's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna save my game in case I royally mess this up. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, let's get back. Return. Okay, so we pick words. Is this gonna be like a Mad Lib? Okay, what am I feeling? How about let's go. What words are speaking to my soul? Let's see, misfortune, feather, beauty, candy. How about together? Okay, let's go with how about promise and memories. Let's go with how about should we go clumsy? Let's go with desire. Okay. How about explode? What kind of a poem are we writing? This is gonna be the most random nightgown. Oh, Doki. Let's do but adventure. We're going on an adventure. And how about question? Let's do this poem is gonna be the worst poem ever. Bliss? Oh, kitty! I don't know. Do we want to write a poem about a kitty? Kitty. Kitty. Okay, let's do, how about love? Sparkle. Sparkling love. Let's see. How about nature? I like nature. Papa. Kawaii. Maybe, let's do. Oh, boob! That's a cute word. Or maybe contamination, music. Let's do music. Let's do graveyard, musical graveyard. Socks? Okay, I think this is our last word we have to pick. Oh, let's do, should we do clouds, comfort, maybe clouds? Oh no, now we have one more word. How about lazy? Okay, that actually wasn't too bad, but I don't know. If I pick the wrong words, does that mean that my poem is like really, really bad? Oh boy. Hi again, Rainami. Hey, sup? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rainami. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, no problem. Just bearing my soul on a sheet of paper. It's fine. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Natsuki. She's giving me a hard time. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga? Did you say manga? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Hey, I agree with that, Natsuki. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rainami always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. How did you do that? How'd you manage to do that? Were you cooking? Is that so? Oh, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, she's jealous. Are you little jelly donut? You jelly? How come? You and Rainami can be good friends too. Yes, you can be good friends with Rainami. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Awkward. Uh-oh. Oh, Yori even brought something today, you know? What'd you bring? What'd you bring me? Did you bring me some cupcakes? Oh, wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? What'd you bring me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. Yori, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yori reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know... Duet, Yori. Discuss it! If you wanted. This is... How is this girl being accidentally so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yori, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yori's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I mean, you could, you know, read some of the book that Yuri gave us? Could do that. Yeah, exactly. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling too tired to read. Oh, yawn. We'll just have a nap with the book over our face. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Oh, absolutely. Do the cupcakes. Do the cupcakes. Oh, what kind? You know what kind. Do you even have to ask? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Exactly. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Sayori, how are you this cute? Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, hi! Hello! Sayori in my face! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Yeah. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Because I want to join that club. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem! Why is that a problem? What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Oh, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. And there's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar, right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. Why am I nitpicking on her like this? And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? What is wrong with me? Don't say that. Now I'm being a jerk. That's super mean. I agree. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Oh, I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, what are we doing? What is this? Okay. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. I was just thinking the same thing. Don't say that. You'll make me feel really weird about it, stupid. Well, it's only weird if we make it weird, right? I'm totally gonna make this weird. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Where is this going? Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again! Are we having this conversation, like, right in front of everybody? This is totally not awkward at all. Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a buttoned-up blazer that's too small for me either. That wouldn't be very comfortable. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. It's a deal. It's exactly what I said. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Huh? I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Yay. Rinami, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah. Yeah, samesies. Same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yori reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh boy. I'm worried. It's going down. It's going down. How bad did I screw up this poem? Who should I show it to first? We're definitely gonna show it to Sayori first. She was the one who's most excited to read it, I think. Yeah, let's go with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Rinami! Oh, she likes it. She actually likes it. All right. All right. Yes. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Ah, well. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, and that is so very true. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yori's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Oh my gosh. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Oh, yeah, maybe she's going easy on us. Cause she's our friend. Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Rainami poem! And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Aww. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Rainami. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Hey! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Aww. That was pretty good. That was good. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? I'm giving her the business again. Giving her a hard time. No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Me too. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Let's just go down the line. Let's do Natsuki. Oh, she's gonna give me a hard time. ... Is it so good that you're speechless? No, she's a tsundere. She's gonna give me a hard time. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Yeah. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So, basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? Oh my gosh. I'll pass, thank you. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Not like I wrote this for you. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh no, I feel like Yori's gonna be like extra critical. Oh no. Silence. I don't like the silence. She hates it. Yori stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. She's trying to find a tactful way to tell us how bad it is, I think. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Is it so bad it left you speechless? It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? That obvious? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yori buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yori a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yori finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yori is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yori smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, she writes in cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, is she nervous about what I think? Do you care about what I think? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It's just 'cause I'm dumb. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. So you dumbed it down for me? You're into ghosts, Yori. Oh, no, are you into ghosts, Yori? What is that? Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. How do you make that sound? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Rinami. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. Wow, that is very dramatic. Okay. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Aw, she's counting on us. We gotta do better next time. We gotta do good. Alright, yeah, Monica. Hi, Reinami. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Maybe she'll go easier on me than Yori. Don't worry, Reinami. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yori. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Right. I need a sip of tea here. Okay. All right. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Are we talking about a glory hole here? What is this hole you are talking about? Are you spying on people? So, what do you... I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. All this talking. I'm gonna have a little more tea. So, what do you think? I think you poked a hole in the boys' locker room. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Oh, it's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yori and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yori smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Reinami did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Reinami liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Uh-oh. They gonna fight. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yori. What's happening? That's not what you're just... Yori stands up as well. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me they're gonna start throwing desks. Maybe you're just jealous that Reinami appreciates my advice more, and more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Reinami started showing up. No, when did boobs become a part of this? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Oh boy. I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Don't look at me, don't look at me. Reinami. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Reinami. Oh, wait. There's no reason... Oh, no. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Reinami? Don't ask me! How would I know? Well... No. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Don't make me choose. So, of course, that's going to be... Yeah. Help. Just help me, Sayori. Help. A little help here, please. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yori. Yori. But Yori's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Help! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Oh, I'm guilt-tripping them now. Reinami. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, I'm not playing fair right now. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yori what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Don't say it. Don't say it. Stop! Oh. Natsuki. Yori, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Oh, she's crying. She has tears in her eyes. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'm making you deal with this. Because I can't choose. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yori's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yori's boobs are the same as they always were. Why are we still involving the boobs in this? Oh! Big and beautiful! Oh my gosh. Speechless. We're just all speechless here. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yori rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's fine. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. No, I made Sayori. I made her do it for me. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. And that makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Reinami, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Yeah, I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Reinami, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yori and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Reinami, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Can we find some romance? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and call it a day. I am starting to lose my voice, as you might be hearing. So let's come back to this fresh and rested up and ready to write some not sucky poems. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye 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 bye.